everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today I have another Temu haul to share with you, so stick around and we will see what we got. Alright, so we're starting off with some plastic storage containers. This is them here, so it is a pack of 4. These are currently $3.49 to purchase, and like I said, you get 4. So this is what one of the containers looks like. This is 4.7 inches long, 2.3 inches wide, and 0.8 of an inch in depth. It has a little clip here that you just flip open to open it up, and then it does have 10 compartments inside. These are fixed. You can't move the little dividers at all. So yeah, I think quality-wise they feel pretty good. They are fairly small, but you know, $3.49 for 4 of them I think is a pretty good deal. I'm honestly not sure what I ordered them for. I don't know what I thought I was going to use them for. So yeah, we'll figure something out, I guess. But yeah, I definitely think these are worth the price. The next item that I got is an apron, and currently to purchase it is $12.08. It's available in 6 different colors. So there is this blue color that I got. It does look a bit green. I'm not sure how it's going to come across on camera. More of a teal kind of color, but definite green look to it. Then you can get a dark green, you can get a pink, a light gray, a light blue, or a light green. And it is made of 100% cotton. It is kind of almost feels like a linen type material. This apron is 29.5 inches in length, and it has a measurement for it to go around, and it says 38. It is a bit of a different kind of apron than what I'm used to seeing anyway. So there is nothing to tie on it. On the back of it, so the straps go over from the top and then they crisscross. So there's like a crisscross in the back. I'll put a picture on screen because I don't know that I'm going to be able to show this very well holding it up. But so it crisscrosses in the back and then attaches. So you just put it over. See if I can get this the right way. Okay, so you would put it over your head here, and then your arms go through, and then you have it on. So fit wise, I feel like it rises up higher than what it is in the photo. And in the photos, it's kind of down about here on each of the models in the photos. So I do feel almost a little like I'm being choked by it. So I don't know if it's maybe because it's just not fitting me the best. Yeah, like just with the way it goes, like, I don't know, like it's crisscrossed in the back. I just feel, like I said, I just kind of feel like it's choking me a bit. And in the photos, it was more, this part here was more down here. So I'm not real keen on that. It does have a couple of pockets on the front. I guess it's actually almost like one full pocket. So it's kind of got a little bit of stitching at the top and bottom here, but it's basically a pocket this wide, and then within the left hand side of it there is a smaller little pocket part. So quality of it I think seems nice. I like the design of it in the sense that you're not tying it up, it's just kind of hanging loose on you. But yeah, it's just this neckline part that I'm not happy with. Like I don't like things right up by my neck, and it just feels like it's choking me. So I may be okay with it because my intent is more using it when I'm doing my crafting. So just when I'd be sitting here at my desk, like sanding some clay pieces or something like that. I think if I was up and was going to use it in the kitchen and I was moving around, I think the neck might bother me more. But if I'm just sitting here and I can kind of tug it down, I think it'll be okay. Again, I don't know if it's because maybe fit-wise it's just maybe a little small for me, and so that's why it's up high, I'm not 100% sure, because other than that, I think it is a nice apron, good quality, and I think the price for it is good. So I feel like maybe if you were a slimmer body than what I am, maybe it wouldn't be riding up so high. The next item I got came in this box here. I think it has a very good thing written on it. It says, "You deserve good products." I certainly agree with that. I think, I know there's people out there who say that everything on Temu is crap, but I disagree. I definitely think there are some items on Temu that are crappy, but I think there are a lot of good items on Temu. And I think that this item is a good item. It is a ceramic spoon rest. So this is it here. It is 5.2 inches long, 3.4 inches in width, and then 0.9 inches in height. So I really like this. I think this is super pretty. I think it is good quality. Current price for this is around about $5.40. It depends on the color you're getting. It is available in multiple colors. There's 8 different colors you can get. So there is kind of an off-white. There is a beautiful kind of burgundy red color. Then there is a dark kind of navy like blue. There is a brown. There is one that's kind of a gray color. There is one they call treasure green, which is kind of like a hunter green, forest green maybe looking. Then there is one that looks beige. It says purple, but it looks like it's beige to me. Beige with like kind of a darker kind of line design on it. And then the one that I got, they actually call created emerald. Now, I wouldn't refer to this as an emerald color. To me, this is more of a like dusty blue kind of color. I think it's really pretty. I chose this color because I really liked it, but I wouldn't refer to it as emerald in any way, shape, or form. So really nice quality though, like good thick sturdy ceramic, and yeah, just really nicely made. I really like it a lot. The next item that I got was a 5-pack of some sponges, cleaning sponges you could use in the kitchen or the bathroom or whatever. So it is just a random pack of 5 sponges, random colors. Currently it is $2.39 to purchase these. As I said, it says it's random. I got 4 pink and 1 blue. Not mad about that. Pink is one of my favorite colors, but so yeah, so this is them here. They are 2-sided. They are 6 inches by about 4 inches. And yeah, just a nice soft surface on the one side. And then the other side is more like a scouring kind of side. It says they are highly absorbent. They maintain their shape and that they rinse clean and would not hold on to odors. It also says that they are washing machine safe and dryer safe, so you can just throw them in with wash and dry them up, and they should be good to be used again. I will see, hopefully that they don't fall apart in if I'm washing and drying them, but if that happens, I will be sure to come back and update you. But yeah, so for a couple of bucks, 5 sponges, they seem good, so I'm happy with those. The next item that I got was a package of solar deck lights. This is them here. So this has 16 in the pack. Current price to purchase these is $21.29. The listing I purchased them from only had the availability of a white light. I know there are other listings out there. There's other listings with different quantities of lights, so you can get, I don't know, I think maybe 4 might be the lowest quantity I saw. But I think you can get up to packages of like 32 or something. So this is a 16 pack. Other listings do also have the options of different temperatures of light. So you can get like the cool white, which is what these are, a warm white. I think there might even be some that are colored as well, but I'm not 100% sure on that. It comes with a little instruction sheet which just says to use the included tools, I guess, for installing them, and let's make sure that they are placed somewhere where they are going to get sunlight because they are solar. So it does come with these little foam sticky things that you can use to stick it down, and then there are packages here of like plastic plugs as well as screws. So this is what it looks like. I'm not 100% sure why it's on currently, because to me it's not really dark enough in here that for it to be on. But as soon as, like, they have a little, you know, when you get things that already have batteries in it, they'll have the little piece of plastic shoved in that's blocking the battery. So when I pulled that out, it automatically came on. So I'm not 100% sure. Oh, wait, it's going off. Okay. So I guess it is getting maybe either not quite enough light at times in here, so it's on, and then if I turn it so that the solar panel is more towards the light, it's figuring it's brighter, and so it's would be charging it and the light is off. So, but if I turn it so that the solar panel is facing up, not directly at the light, it is on. So yeah, so the solar panel is up here. This is your light. So this is more meant for putting on like your stairs at your deck. I mean, you could put them on, you know, the top of your fence or a hand railing or something like that. My intent is to use it on our deck stairs. We have, I think there's 6 stairs down, and they're actually kind of steep. And I've just been noticing lately that when I'm letting the dogs out at night before we go to bed, that it's pretty dark and it's hard to see those stairs. So my bigger dog Milo doesn't seem to have any problem. He just runs right down the stairs. But Toby, just smaller, and he just kind of at times just kind of runs back and forth across at the top of the stairs like he's just trying to figure out how he's supposed to get down. So I thought these would be a good idea for him. It has a couple of holes up here for the screws to go through. So like I said, I'm going to have them on my stairs. So it'll be with the light kind of hanging off of the front of the step, and then the solar panel on the top part of the step. And yeah, so they get charged during the day, and then when it gets dark, they will automatically come on and be able to light up the steps. So they seem good. So yeah, hopefully they work for a long time. The next item that I got was a pair of scissors. This is them here. So they are described as 10-inch professional tailoring shears. They are really big. I was really kind of shocked when I pulled them out. Currently, to buy these, they are $3.48. They are made from forged manganese steel, which, I mean, that doesn't mean a whole lot to me, but so they are, I guess, supposed to be good and strong. I actually saw these hauled by someone else, and they were saying how good they were, so that was part of the reason I bought them, because I've bought scissors before off of Temu. This is a pair that I bought before, and I'm happy with these ones. And this is more the size I was expecting them to be, but like as you can see, the blade is a heck of a lot longer. So, but I did buy another pair of kitchen scissors, and they've never been great. And so I wanted to replace them. But yeah, these are nice quality. They cut well. They, you know, feel good. They are massive. I don't know how long my other scissors are, my other fabric scissors, but I would guess that they probably aren't much bigger than these. So yeah, cutting fabric with these would be pretty good. It does also say on the listing that you could cut through 16 layers of fabric at one time. So that's pretty impressive in my opinion. So yeah, I am super happy with these. Again, $3.48 for a in my opinion, what seems like a quality pair of scissors. The next item that I got was a suction cup hook. I actually bought 2 of them. It was just the ones that I purchased were just individually priced, and so I bought 2 of them. They are currently sold out from the listing I purchased from. I did find a similar listing, but they only had them in the gray color, because the listing I purchased from had both gray and the creamy color. So the listing for the gray one, it is a 2-pack, and it is $7.31 to get the pack of 2. So these are, they have this little plastic film on the back. So then this part here is a little bit sticky. I don't know if you're aware of what they call alien tape. It's kind of like almost like a gel-like thing, and it's sticky on both sides. It's supposed to be, you know, have a really strong hold, and I believe you're supposed to be able to reuse it. Like, you can wash it, and then once it dries, it will be sticky again. So that is what these are supposed to be like as well. So if you want to move them or whatever, that you can then give that adhesive part a wash, let it dry, and it's supposed to be sticky again. So they came in 2 pieces. So it's just got a little slot here and then a slot on the back of the hook here. So you just slide that on like that. You clean the wall first, stick it to the wall, and then there is this button up top there, and you just push that down to lock it in place. So I have on a previous haul shown a holder that I got that was also suction. Unfortunately, the one, it was a long one that had a suction cup at either end, and I think 3 or 4 hooks on it. And the one suction cup worked fine, the other one didn't, so it wouldn't stay on the wall. After doing that video, I actually thought I had gotten it to stick. I had tried it here in my office, and it seemed to stick. And so I left it for a while, and just the other day, I ended up hanging a sweater on it, and within, I don't know, like a minute or maybe less, it fell off the wall. So clearly it wasn't fixed. So hopefully these will work better. Like I said, I bought 2 of them. I thought, then I have the 2 hooks. If one ends up not working and the other one's fine, then at least I'll still have one to begin with, and then I can replace the other. But yeah, like I said, the one side of the hook thing that I had before stuck great. I actually had a really hard time getting it to release from the wall. So I'm hopeful that these will work well. I didn't actually really realize for the last one that I could wash it. So I am going to try that. I'm going to try washing the adhesive part and try sticking it again and see if that helps. I don't know if that's what it is. Those ones, instead of having a button that you push down on top to sort of lock it in place and I guess really create the suction, these other ones had like a knob that you twisted. So it could be that the twisting wasn't doing its job. I'm not sure. So, but I will try it. I'll give them a wash and see if it works. But I thought I would try this style here where you push it down to lock it in place. So hopefully it works. The next item that I got is a silicone applicator set. It is a 7-piece set. These are made of silicone tips. So you get 2 larger ones. So those are the 2 bigger ones. And then these are all kind of smaller ones. So you can use these for like cream kind of makeups or something like a face mask. I know like this type here is often one that can be used with, that gets used with face masks. So you can just use it for cosmetics. It also mentions using it for resin, and that is the reason I purchased it. Like I said, probably the bigger ones I wouldn't be using for resin. Those likely will be kept for more like makeup purposes, but the smaller ones would be for resin. I will say they feel really cheap. So when I purchased them, they were just over $3. Currently, the listing, they had them in 3 different colors. They had purple, this kind of green color, mint green color, and a pink. Currently, the listing only has pink available, and they are $5.52. Yeah, they feel really cheap. So these bigger ones, as far as the tip part, they feel not too bad. These smaller ones, this one feels not too bad, and so does this one, but these all feel pretty flimsy, especially this one. This one is so flimsy. Like, it's so, I don't know what you would use that for. So yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure if I'm actually going to keep them or not. They're not the best, and I can't say that I would recommend them at $5.52. I don't know that I recommend them at $3, let alone for another couple of dollars more than that. But the next item that I got is a matte lip liner crayon. Currently to buy this, it is $2.84. It is available in 7 different colors. They are just numbered. There's no name for them. So I got number 4, and yeah, it's okay. I'd seen this hauled on Cheryl for Pieces channel. Go check her out if you don't already watch her, but you probably do. So she had shown this in a haul. It was her sister actually that had purchased it. Her initial thought was that it was super dark, but then she did swatch it and it came out looking lighter than she was anticipating, which I have to agree is the case with this, because this is what it looks like just in, I was going to say in the tube, as a crayon stick or whatever. I will swatch it on my arm. It is the color I'm wearing today, but what's that? Am I going to be able to show this? Why do I always do it in a bad spot? Okay, so there's the color there. So I do feel like it looks lighter on than it looks in the stick, but it is still darker than what I would typically wear. It also is dry, feels kind of dry on my lips, which honestly I wasn't expecting when I first put it on. It does say matte, which I do usually find products that say they're matte, I usually do find them drying, and so then I would have to use like a lip balm or lip oil or something over top of it because I don't like that dry feeling. But when I first put this on, it felt quite creamy, so I wasn't expecting it to end up feeling as dry as it does. So I did not put anything over top of it. And yeah, it just feels very dry on my lips right now. So not a big fan of that. It is, like I said, darker than I would have liked. But yeah, price-wise and quality-wise, I think it does seem quite nice. I think it's very hard to tell from the photos online what it's actually going to look like. Because yeah, I would never have purchased this if I hadn't seen Cheryl for Peace showing it in a haul, and the fact that it looked lighter than what it did in the stick. Now, I thought I bought the same color as her. I don't think I did. I think I messed up on the color. So the color she ended up with was more, looked lighter than this does. So, but yeah, I will probably use it, but I don't know if I would purchase it again just because I don't like that matte dry feeling. The next item I got, they call an eyebrow pencil. I wouldn't refer to it as a pencil, but this is the packaging. It says it is waterproof and sweat proof. And here it is here. It is available in 3 different colors. I got color 103, which there's 3 colors there. 102 is the darkest, and then there's 103 and 104. I would say 103 and 104, at least online, look very similar, but given that 102 is the darkest, I'm guessing 103 is supposed to be kind of the medium brown, and then 104 probably is a lighter brown. So this is currently $5.91 to purchase, and it comes like this. This little part here is kind of locked. The top part is kind of locked, but you can twist it, and then once you twist it, you can push it down. So, and then this is what the applicator looks like, which is why I said I would not call it a pencil, because that is not a pencil. So, product is down inside there, and the little brush part goes inside, and so when you are pushing down the little plunger, it is getting more product onto the brush. So I have purchased this type of product before. I don't know that I've purchased this specific one before, but I really do like them. It did take me a bit to get the hang of it, so it is what I do for my eyebrows. I will insert a photo here to show what my eyebrows look like when I do not have any of this product on. Don't get me wrong, I don't think I'm like great at putting it on, but I do think it looks like natural eyebrows, like as far as like it being like hair strokes. So I do really like this. I do think it is pretty easy to use once you get used to, you know, how much pressure you need to use, because for me, I just use like almost nothing as far as pressure. If you press hard, you're going to get a more defined line. So I will just, I don't know how well I'm going to do this on camera, but if you just kind of do little strokes like that, see, you do get kind of like little hair strokes. So a little hard for me to do that when I'm not looking at my hand, but yeah, so just very gently I do that and just kind of follow the outline of my eyebrows. Now my eyebrows, one side to the other, are not the same, you know, they're not identical twins, but they are siblings, or whatever that saying is. But yeah, I really like this because without anything on my eyebrows just disappear. Like you really can't see much there, even though there might be hairs there. But yeah, this is just an easy way for me to just quickly put a couple of little strokes and like the length of the eyebrow. And yeah, it just sort of fills it in. I feel like it looks natural. I probably don't look like I've got the best shape eyebrows either way, but at least I look like I have eyebrows. So I really like this. I've tried doing eyebrows with just like a pencil, and I just can't get the hang of like making little hair-like strokes. So this works for me if, you know, if you're like me, you're not super into makeup and you have a hard time with that and your eyebrows just seem to be disappearing as you get older. Hey, I definitely think this is really a good product. I like it a lot. All right, and our last item for the day is a set of necklaces that I purchased. It was a pack of 6. They are currently $6.15 to buy. You can buy them with the golden color that I got or as a silver color. They are made of stainless steel. And here is what it looks like. So it is, I'm not sure if you call it like a snake chain or serpentine chain, but that is the design of it. It is just under 18 inches in length, and then it has a about 2-inch extender on it, so ultimately about a 20-inch length chain. So I really like these. I mean, I am making polymer clay jewelry, so I have made some pendants and need necklaces to put them on if I'm going to try to sell them. But I have purchased necklaces this way as well off of Temu for my own use, just because I find a lot of times if you're buying a necklace off of Temu, you know, because it has like a pendant on it or something, that so often the necklace that comes with the pendant is just really, really fine and delicate. Like it just is so, so fine. So I have purchased necklaces like this just for the purpose of replacing the necklace that came with a pendant. So I think these are great. I love that they are stainless steel because they're not going to tarnish on you. And yeah, you can, this listing only had this length, but there are other listings that will have different styles of chains and oftentimes different lengths that you can choose from. So I typically like a chain that's at least 20 inches. So these with the extender would be about 20. I usually try to buy ones that are about 20 and have an extender, but yeah, these will be fine, and yeah, great quality. All right, that is it for today. I hope you guys enjoyed the haul. So happy that you came and spent some time with me. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day and have a wonderful weekend, and we will see you next time. Bye.